All right, guys, welcome to yet another episode on Talks with Ubi Franklin. On this episode, I'm going to tell you about the first song we ever recorded when we came together, myself and Ianya, to start all of this that became so big, that put us where we are today, what put food on our table. The first song we ever recorded when we were testing the producers was We Get Money Every Hour, Every Day with the Champagne Showers. Guess what? That song was Iceberg Slim, Ianya, G War Wild, I think it's more Black. So we're just testing the producers and we created that song. People don't know that the guy who eventually signed Kiss Daniel, G War Wild, he rapped on that song. Iceberg Slim rapped on that song. Ianya sang, and that was the first song we used to test the studio. First song Ianya recorded for himself to start the journey of the new Ianya was Baby This Your Booty, now confirm. One thing you guys don't know today, and I'm going to tell you today, is you don't know that the voice you hear on that song, Baby This Your Booty, now confirm, that's my voice. Now, what happened? At the time, to get Don Jazzy on a song was impossible, was literally impossible. To get Don Jazzy on a song was impossible. So what did I do? So I always mimicked Don Jazzy in the studio. So one day, D-Tune said, this song, I want you to come and add your vocals to it. So I came, and since I already always mimicked Don Jazzy in the studio, I now came and I got on the mic. I said, Baby, this your booty, now confirm. Let me see you wind it to the ground. So I came up and did that, and we checked it and it was nice, and they had to leave it there. So when people heard the song, they thought that it was Don Jazzy, but it wasn't Don Jazzy. That was me. Fast forward, the second song we ever recorded was Kukere, and Kukere was that song that went out first and did all the job that it did for us and opened the doors that it opened for us to do more. Now, people don't also know that my voice is also on this song, Oh Yeah Gift, Put Off the Line, baby. My voice is on that song, but people don't know that. But again, because I wanted to mimic Don Jazzy, but at this time, we had links to Don Jazzy, and we had to go to Don Jazzy and said, oh, we wanted him to do a verse on the song, we wanted him to be on the song, and then Don Jazzy did it, and then we had the original Don Jazzy voice. You know, I said something on my last video. I said, when we always went to the studio, when we're going to the studio, because when there was no car, I would tie a generator on my waist. People don't understand this. Back in the day, we had nobody doing this job for us. We have to be the photographer, we have to be the videographer, we have to be the stylist, we have to be everything, because we had no money to do it. Let me even tell you that the first Kukere video we ever shot, I was in the video dancing, but we didn't drop it. The second Kukere video we shot, we did still drop it. The third Kukere video, that's when we brought MC Galaxy. You know, how did we meet MC Galaxy? We met MC Galaxy at the comedy club in Yaba. We went there to perform. We met MC Galaxy at that comedy club, and that's how MC Galaxy was dancing for Ianya when Ianya was performing Kukere. That's how we took MC Galaxy the next day. If you look at all of this thing, you find out that everything was happening as it should happen. I remember, you know, the owner of, I don't know, all of you, I'm sure you remember Industry Night. Industry Night is owned by my friend, my brother, Matthew Ohio. It's one of those brands that have been there for a long time. So I remember when we just dropped Kukere, it was 2 weeks after we dropped Kukere. We're promoting Kukere at different places. So Kukere had not blown at the time. Though it was picking up in the north. Now, the north was the first place that Kukere became so big before it came to the southern part of Nigeria. We went to Industry Night, and that day was Tiwa Savage's Industry Night at Oriental Hotel. We got there, bounced in Ianya, and they let me enter. They let me enter because they've always seen me with Matthew. I went inside, I was looking for Matthew. Please come and get Ianya in now. You know, this Ianya, we're about to become big. I could feel it. We just dropped the biggest song. This was just 2 weeks after the song dropped. But guess what? While we were pushing for Ianya to come in, Matthew Ohio now came and finally brought Ianya in. The story is, 2 weeks after the Ianya was bounced at Industry Night, Kukere became the biggest song in the country. And here was Matthew, he came calling that we should do Industry Night. And we did Industry Night. And on that day, trust me, there was nobody in the industry. The biggest artists in the industry were in that room that day because of it was Inyanya's Industry Night. Inyanya had the biggest song at the time. One thing I always think about is, I'd never regret all of these things, all the moves I've made to be able to get to where I am today. Because every time I think about it, I always like, God kept pushing me, God kept giving me the ideas, because I was doing all of these things. I had no godfather. I had nobody giving me ideas on what to do. I did all of these things with just understanding that, try this. And again, if you're watching this video, never stop trying. Let me tell you something. You can try 10 times. It might be the 9th time or the 8th time, right? That will give you result. Keep trying. You know, if you don't try, you will never know. You know, there was a video where they asked Kanye West that if you didn't win, what will happen? He said, we will never know. Never know if it will work or not. It's like music. I always say to people that keep dropping music because you will never know which song that is going to become a big song. So for me, this was so important to me because I woke up every day understanding that, oh, this is life. And guess what? Kukere was so big that they put us on MTN Who Rocks More, the More Hits tour that we did. We went around different cities with more hits at the time. We performed all of these songs. And again, when we got to the north, I think it was Kaduna. Kaduna was the first place in here I ever performed Kukere to a bigger audience aside the industry night. Guess what? Kukere, the way the northerners were singing Kukere, I knew that it was gone. And from there, Kukere became what it is today. On the next episode, I'm going to tell you, see, there's so many stories. And you see why I'm telling you these stories. I want you, if you see this video, forward it to somebody. Because there's somebody who is sitting somewhere trying to give up. Let me tell you also, there's a reason why, you know, the reason why I feel like sometimes there's so much attack on me is because a lot of people cannot put their hand to the fact that they made Ubi become who he is. It's God. So they always want, that's why you cannot destroy what you don't know. And I always say this every time, you can do whatever you want to do. You cannot destroy what you don't know. Ubi is Ubi. God has given me this. And you know what? One of the biggest prayers I always pray is, may I never get to my moment and miss it. And there's a reason why I always pray that prayer, because you might never know what your moment is. What you are looking for might be in the same room as you. I always hear stories where people say, oh, you know that I was at the party where my wife was? I didn't know. Fast 4 years later, I now saw that I saw a picture of her behind me, and you didn't know. So people have those stories. It's because that person was destined to be your person, but your moment was in front of you, but you didn't know that your moment was there. But you know what? I want to tell you, never give up. Stay true to yourself. Stay consistent. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're praying for, will come to pass. I'll see you on the next episode.